and my tablet ran out of storage, so I had to stop. So this is just a real quick follow-up on how to load your Glastar hand foiler. Again, just a real quick recap if you didn't watch my other one. This is the anatomy of a hand foiler. It comes from Glastar. They've just started releasing and producing them again. They were extinct for a little while. But this is where your foil is going to come up and come out. This is where your glass is going to be as you run it along the edge and have it centered for you. Your foil will run through this track, and it actually comes into here, and the paper gets separated out of the back. These come in 3 different widths. It comes in a 3/16, 7/32, and 1/4 inch. You can see I'm using the 1/4 inch one. It is marked inside there, but it's so small, and I'm so old that I can't read it, so I marked on mine. Again, so this is what it looks like when it's loaded. The paper's coming out here. The foil's going in through that little slot. The paper's getting separated. It runs along this little track, and honestly, in all my years of using these, I have never had it get stuck in the track. Maybe I've just been lucky. I'm not sure. And then it comes out here, and your glass runs through here. So I've got another video showing how to use it. But the hardest part on these is figuring out how to load it. So I'm just going to simply unload this real quick. Here we go. Get rid of this because that was from my last demo. Okay, so here we go. Fresh out of the box. The first thing that I find helps me is I separate the paper, and I also either cut or fold over the tip of it, because it's as you're trying to get it through here, sometimes it just is stubborn. I prefer to just fold it over, that way it's not real sticky right there, and it goes through better. Okay, so hopefully this will work since I've already separated it there. The whole thing is going to get fed through the little slot. And you can see the importance of how important it is to make sure that I fold it over is nice and flat, because I'm pulling through both of those. Now I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit so that I can get it up here and be able to handle it. And then the paper is going to go back down through that slot right there that I showed you. Okay. Now it will take a little bit of foil, but I'm pulling it up, and then this just goes right through here, right underneath that wheel. And it helps if you have pliers or something, tweezers or something, to kind of grab that. Okay, so the paper's coming out back here, it's getting separated, the foil is running through the track and up through there, and then you're ready to go. I normally will leave just a little bit out there to get started. So cut it off, trimmed off that little piece that I turned over. And then you're ready to go. Now typically I'll hold it and use it like a potato peeler. Kind of like this. I'll use my other hand, my left hand, to kind of hold that glass in place. And then the angle that I'm holding this is just kind of, I just run it down. Now my thumb is under here to apply a little bit of pressure to it. When I get to a corner, I kind of pull it out a little bit and then finish that corner up. If I don't do that, it tends to want to rip on a sharp point like that. So then you just continue on down. I'm not sure what angle is best for you to see this. But again, pull it out just a little ways, go around that corner, and then continue on. And you don't have to really press real hard on it, but if you do, that's okay too. Come to the other side, clip it off, and then burnish it as you normally would. Just give it a quick run with your fingers. I've got the foilers available. I prefer to burnish mine with these little rollers, and it's got a couple different sizes there. You can use clothespin, whatever works. But should have showed you, here's a clear picture of the one I did on my last demo. So it centers it really well. The advantage of using these hand foilers over a table foiler, if you're going from different thicknesses of glass or different textures, like a water glass is going to be a little thinner than a ripple, this will automatically in that track center it in your glass because it's using the glass as a centering point. With the table foiler or one of the other styles, you kind of have to adjust it up and down a little bit to make sure it's getting centered. So if I had to choose one type of foiler to assist me, besides doing it by hand, I prefer the hand foilers like this. The other tip I can give you that I also mentioned in my other video is when I'm using my foiler, when I do it by hand, I usually have the adhesive side up and I'm sighting down it. And with a hand foiler, I've got the adhesive side down when it's coming off of my roll. And it just works easier for me when I'm working it. So that's what I've learned through my time of using these. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a shout out. You can call or text or email me, whatever works, or put it in the comments down below, and I'll get back with you. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps. Enjoy.